Hi guys. I'm so excited to do the general reading for June and July, as we're like still in the house of Gemini, but we're going to be entering Cancer soon. So this is a general reading for Gemini and Cancer house. So if you have anything close to Gemini or Cancer in your chart, then you might resonate with this reading. It is an overall general reading, so it's for everyone, all signs, okay? And let's see. Okay, so the first one came up. Wow, Seven of Swords in reversed. Okay, so I think a lot of you out there are feeling like, I think some air signs out there are feeling like you're trying to move forward and there's just something you just can't let go of. There's something you're leaving behind or you're trying to leave behind, you're trying to move forward with. But as you can see that the swords are planted firmly in the ground and he's, carrying the other five. But it keeps looking back. So I feel like a lot of you are still looking back instead of starting to look forward, which you should be doing. Now, the transition, which I'm super excited to talk about, from the Sagittarian moon into now the Gemini moon, has been sort of ups and downs with energy. And the last new moon that we had, up until the solar eclipse this morning, and tonight, yesterday's solar eclipse and yesterday's lunar eclipse sort of ended a cycle of old energy. So a lot of you are going to feel like a new energy coming in, new perspectives. It's a paradigm shift. So I've been looking forward to this for a really long time. I know a lot of Geminis out there can feel what I'm putting down. Probably some Scorpios too. I feel like the energy all around, everyone I've spoke to has had the same feeling. So you're not alone. It doesn't help with the heat, of course. Halifax, we had 33 degrees for 2 days in a row, so that's pretty tropical as far as I'm concerned. Today was a nice, cool day. Felt more like fall, though. But yeah, but I feel like a few of you out there are still trying to, you're still transitioning. So I think a lot of you are wanting to see that change with the Seven of Swords in the reverse there. So I'm just going to see what else pops out for your wants and desires. Okay. So I feel like some of you out there are going through getting over a betrayal. And you're feeling some of you out there are having some problems with getting past a decision you made on whether or not it was the right one for you, with the Two of Swords here. Now, keep in mind, these are all in the reverse position, so we'll look to my book to make sure that we're getting a good read on them. But I do feel that there's a transition taking place from a strong betrayal to an indecisive decision, and then also to making a decision, and you're still wondering, looking back, if that was the right choice for you. Some of you. So let's go ahead and pull the book and see what the book says. So Seven of Swords in the reverse. So making amends, right? Letting go of what doesn't serve you, making amends. Some of you feel like you're kind of always looking over your shoulder sort of idea as well. So, if there's any sneaky business out there, you're going to get caught, or you feel like you're going to get caught. So don't be taking 2-hour lunch breaks if you work from home. Okay. And the Ten of Swords is there, and that also talks about a new start, right? A recovery. So again, the transition period from old energy to new energy is a recovery, because when your energy shifts, it changes. It makes you feel like really tired, and it's like a snake shedding its skin. That's how you feel. It's like, oh God, I just can't wait to get through this feeling. So there is that. And a lot of you are moving on from, again, like I said, that betrayal, somebody that hurt you very deeply. You're moving on from that, but I think you're still glimpsing behind to make sure that you've made the right choice, because I see that there's this indecision and confusion there, with the Two of Swords in reverse. And it says info overload as well, and perhaps a compromise was made on your behalf, or for the other person in your life, right? This also could have been a work-related thing, because it is swords, so it talks about communication. So it could be communication at work for some of you, it could be communication in relationship. But somebody definitely got stabbed in the back, and somebody's definitely making a decision that they're unsure of, or that they've made one that they're unsure of, or they're trying to make one that they're unsure of. Okay. But there is something new coming in. There's transition, so that's beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and shuffle the deck some more, and we'll get to the present current feelings of what's happening right in the now. Thank you. So some of you are looking for some friendly reunions, some celebration, some, marriages, get-togethers, family outings, engagement with other people. I think a lot of you are going through that. I think a lot of you are missing that as well, which is very obvious because of the COVID. But that's now, those of you who are in Canada, if you live in Nova Scotia, it's starting to ease up a little, so that's nice. I just want to pull the Ten of Cups. You know me, guys. I always like to double check my reverse cards because I want to make sure I got it right for you. Yeah, so again, some family trouble there, right? Either like a broken marriage, empty nest syndrome. I mean, a lot of people are moving on from high school, so I would imagine, like myself, you're sort of feeling like the my baby's all grown feeling, and that's really normal. So that's okay. We also have, this feeling of being like what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, separated. Some of you are having some separation anxiety from someone that recently broke up with you, or you had to break up with for whatever choices in life that you felt was right for you. Sometimes we have to leave those we love because they're not healthy for us and they're toxic, and we just have to move forward. That's it. Sometimes people are good people, but they just have habits that just do not serve you in the best possible frequency. And we always want to live with love and light and encourage others to grow from that and evolve to a higher frequency with love and light and acceptance and forgiveness, and looking deep in yourself and finding out what you need to work on. And some people just, they're not having that, and if you're not on the same wavelength, then sometimes that's when relationships grow apart. And I feel like that's what's happened here with a lot of you guys, right? So there's that. And so with that family trouble, again, not being able to see your loved ones is really difficult. Again, it could be, the empty nest syndrome, missing your kids, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what's going on with a lot of people right now. So June being the month of graduation, didn't surprise me that came up. Okay, so let's move on, please. Universal energy, give it to us. What's going on? Thank you. Strength card in the reverse. Okay, so a lot of you right there, that's a Leo card. Leo in this reading popped right out. First major arcana. Okay, so the strength card talks about strength, but it also references the fact that a lion is something that is very independent. If you've ever watched those documentaries, on like the wildlife and History Channel and things like that, where they show you a pride of lions and things like that, it's always one male to multiple lionesses, and young male lions. But once the young male lion grows, then it's pushed out of the tribe, because then they have to fight for the top dog, right, position, because he's the alpha. Now the lionesses do all the work, which is weird. The lionesses do all the work. They do the hunting, they bring all the food home, and they raise the children, but the lions have the last say. So I feel like with that in the negative position, I just want to stress that some of you out there are feeling a little less than the top dog right now. And some of you may be also feeling a little less strong than you'd like to. Maybe you're used to being in control and having all of your eggs in your basket. And right now, maybe something or someone is challenging that, and it's making you really uncomfortable. So I just wanted to shout that out for somebody that's watching. But yeah, the strength card is there in the reverse. It's also, I see the infinity sign there, which is interesting, because the infinity sign to me is like a relationship, a tie, or a kindred spirit tie. It's a soulmate reference. So it could be somebody who is really dealing with letting go of a soulmate, or a, or a person that destiny, so it's divine timing, right? And I feel like sometimes it's really difficult to deal with um, things in divine timing because either we want them to happen very quickly or we want them to happen really slowly and hang on a little longer, or hurry up and usher them out the door sort of feeling. So I feel like that infinity there is like the constant flow. So it's a fluid feeling of an unbreakable chain. And I feel like whoever's watching this understands that you are feeling this unbreakable connection to somebody, and you're not feeling good, you're not feeling very strong about it. So I would really appreciate just a moment. Sorry about that, guys. That was my teenager just interrupting the reading. He knew I was doing it. Whew. Anyways, so getting off track, but yeah, the unbreakable connection we all have with either people who are kindred spirits or soulmates or family or friends or relationships and things like that. When that comes apart, I feel like sometimes you feel really, really weak, and you're prone to want to go backwards instead of forward. And I think that's why that Seven of Swords came up in the reading. I think a lot of you are struggling with moving on, and that's a very common theme in humanity, and it's something that we all have to work on, so don't feel bad about it. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups that was just in the deck like this, and I don't know, guys, if I should read it or not, but I'm going to put it aside because it didn't tell me spiritually to take it. It just said put it back in the deck, but because it was there, I thought maybe I should take it out just in case, so I'm going to put that aside. Okay, thank you, universe. Please give us something else. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so there's a lot of you out there who are really struggling with anxiety and depression over this breakup. A lot of you are feeling like you're up late at night thinking things over, can't really let go. You're trying to transition. You're trying to force a natural transition that just needs more time. Okay. Excuse me. And I feel like I need to read the Cups, because it was there, and I feel like now is the time. So a lot of you are feeling spontaneous with respect to other things in your life, and but the Knight of Cups generally talks about romance because the Cups is a water sign, which is emotions and fluidity, and I associate it with romantic love, right? And so the Knight of Cups, it's charming. He's offering opportunity. He's coming in strong. He's showing off. He's kind of got a little ego. He thinks he's all that. So maybe he is that lion, right? And maybe you're not having it. All right? So it could be the other way around as well if you're a cross watcher. Or if this resonates with you at all, because it's for everyone. So when we look at the Knight of Cups, it reads here. So romance, knight in shining armor, Prince Charming, yada, yada, yada. Fairy tale stuff. But he's trying to cross the river, and there's mountains in the distance, so he's determined. And this person's determined to bring you something. So there's a message of love coming in from the Knight. Now, he's not the king. Don't get it messed up. He's the Knight. So be cautious. Okay, so yeah, a lot of you are trying to get out of your head, trying to move forward with your life. A lot of you are feeling, it's hard. You're having a really, really difficult time sleeping. I know I've been tossing and turning, but nothing's really keeping me up per se that I can speak of, because I've been transitioning into a different energy, and I've been doing a lot. I've done a lot of shadow work over the last few years, so I can honestly say that I'm in a good place. Thank God. #blessed. But for those of you who are still struggling, I listen. I've been there. So the King of Swords. Look at that. In the reverse. Okay. So let's keep going, because I really feel like the next two cards are going to come out. Can't do all those. Sorry. Okay, thank you. Chariot in the reverse. See, not fast. It's just not as fast as you want it to be. So you want that communication to come in from that Knight of Cups, that Knight of Swords. Yeah, so the Knight of Swords, somebody who's idealistic, okay? But he's hasty. and aggressive and assertive. And this is in the reverse. So nobody wants this, right? No one wants that lion, that aggressive, assertive lion. No, we want the Knight of Cups, right? We want that knight in shining armor coming in and sweep us off our feet. Of course, in real life, they probably just tripped us. We tripped ourselves. We tripped over our own feet, thought we fell. Okay, so here we go. Last card, please. For the general reading, for the collective of all the horoscopes in the house of Gemini transitioning into Cancer, please. Last card for the universal energy outcome. Thank you. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. All right. A lot of you are balancing your money, okay, and I get that. I'm there too. But in the reverse, it talks about something different. And I'm not, again, 100%. Yeah. So there's an inability. So somebody's dealing with a person who has an inability to commit. They act like the lion, they talk like the lion, they walk like the lion, but they're no lion. They're a Knight of Swords in the reverse. They look like the Knight of Cups, seem like the Knight of Cups, feel like the Knight of Cups, but they're the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, that's the message here. This person's sneaky. For some of you out there, okay, a little conniving. This person is disinterested in what you have to say, okay? You probably have a lot of arguments, okay? Because that Leo energy coming in the negative position is ego-based, okay? And I also see some feelings of being overwhelmed. So I think a lot of you are overwhelmed with, you know, you've been backstabbed, you're trying to transition through your life, you know, you want that happy reunion, you want to be strong, but it's keeping you up at night, driving you crazy, you want to move forward, you have that Knight of Swords in your life, and you don't want that, or you've got rid of it and you don't want it coming back, so you're looking at the Chariot for answers, and the Chariot saying, no, it's not fast, you have to take more time, you need time to heal and work on you first, okay? And the Chariot, yeah, a lot of you feel like you're giving up, okay? Lost direction. You don't know which way to go, okay? Which brings me to the Two of Pentacles here. So I feel like a lot of you, I'm surprised the Hangman card didn't come up in the deck, but we have the Six of Wands. So, or sorry, Six of Swords, which makes more sense. So the overall energy of the reading is transition, okay? Which I already spoke to anyway. But I'm very surprised the Hangman didn't come up, because I think a lot of you really, really do feel stuck. And I think a lot of you just need time to heal and move forward. Now, for those of you that this doesn't resonate with, this could be the cross watcher who is going through this. Now, the Six of Swords, like I said, talks about transition. But in the book, it talks about moving on, change, travel, journey and passage. So it doesn't even have to be an emotional or mental transition or energy transition. It could be like somebody's literally moving. They broke up, they're left this person. Now we can like flood the gates to everywhere we want to go. You got the hell out of Dodge, or you kicked the person out, or you did what you had to do, and now you're separated because, you know, like COVID drove you apart, kind of thing, right? Or COVID made you see what was already there that, you know, maybe you didn't recognize before or something. But whatever it was, the universe pushed you through this, and it will continue to push you through this, and you'll continue to be on your path. Now, I know it's hard to understand or feel good about things when you're in that mentality, but transition, when you're holding on to something very, very tightly, you know, like he's standing up, okay, and he's got his staff, and he's trying to row the boat, and he's got his swords all there. And his family, and he's trying to get across the way. He's trying to move his family out of into somewhere, forward somewhere, transitioning forward somewhere, from somewhere to somewhere, and he's got to balance everything. Okay, he's got to balance, or the boat's gonna tip. So again, that feeling of being unbalanced comes into play, and the Chariot is saying no, it's not going to be a quick change. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and clear the deck, because I think that says all it needs to say. I don't have to clarify anything more from that reading. Now, I know this is not for all of you, but this is the majority of you are feeling this, okay? So let's go ahead and pull from these cards. And we'll do a second read bonus for a whole new group of people that are watching. And maybe it will resonate with you. Or maybe I'll get the same reading, which wouldn't surprise me. Because this period of time is all about transition. This is something that a lot of us have been waiting for like years and years and years. This cycle has ended. We're starting a new cycle, a new journey, a new path, a new mentality, a new paradigm. It's a shift. It's an energy shift of enormous it's very enormous. Okay, let's go. Okay, nope, they don't want me to use these cards. All right, so that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to close our little handy dandy book. We're going to pull from our manifestation. No, we're not. We're going to pull from, not the dream oracles. You know what? Why not? Let's do the dream oracle. Some of you are having some hard time sleeping. Maybe we can get some clarity from this. Okay, shuffle the deck 3 times. And let's see what the cards have to say. So yeah, so my other, I've got Taurus done, Capricorn, and Virgo. So I'm going to focus on the other 3, most likely tomorrow afternoon, and the other 3 Sunday, and the other 3 Monday. So I will have them all up most likely before Tuesday. With all things, like I said, the worst case scenario Tuesday night, but no, I think they'll be up before then. And I do appreciate your patience. Okay. All right, thank you. Please, some cards. We're going to pull 3 cards from this deck to help clarify, give a message to somebody out there. Wow. That's the first card came up, car, which is also the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So some of you might have some car problems you need looking on. Now, these are a lot of cards that came out, so I'm just gonna read them off, and maybe there's a message for one person in there. Maybe there's a message for everyone. Okay, it says get into the driver's seat of your life. So a lot of you are having a hard time making a decision. It's saying, yes, you've done the right thing. Okay, you need to just continue on your journey. You've made the choice. You are the lion, and you're making your call, your own call. Speaking of calls, we have the cell phone here. Okay, and it talks about polish your communication skills. Some of you out there may need to hear that. Then we have teeth. Take a big bite out of life. Okay, so take a big bite out of life. So become more active, get more involved. Okay, sex, kiss, hug. Face and embrace all parts of yourself. So you gotta love yourself before you can love others. Shopping. Pay attention to what energizes you. So don't just buy something because it's on sale. Buy it because you love it and it makes you happy. Key. Seek no further. Your aha moment is at hand. Okay, so don't worry, you're not going to be in the dark for much longer. Fire. Take responsibility for your power. So that strength card coming in. That powerful lion. Take responsibility. Own your shit. Ocean. Go with the flow and flow with the glow. So some of you may be drawn to the water. I feel like that's where you should go for some no, wrong word. Some solace. Airplane. Spread your wings and fly. So some of you who are a little bit maybe worried about travel, no worries there. Bathroom. Flush away all that no longer serves you. So this is the overall theme for most of my reads this month because of the transition of the energy fields right now. And again, it's purple, which is a very interesting chakra. You have a guide card. Follow the footprints of greatness. So if you have somebody in your life who you look up to, you need advice or seek advice from, this is the time to do it. And party. Celebrate yourself. Be happy. Fill your cup with joy. Okay? Go out there and have some fun with friends. Have that celebration. And then, of course, last but not least, which touches my heart, is departed loved ones. You are loved more than you'll ever know. You are loved more than you'll ever know, guys. You are so loved. I love you. Okay? Isn't that beautiful? It's like the Fibonacci sequence. Everything's connected. That infinity sign I was talking about, right? Above the line. So there you have it. I'm really thankful that you joined my channel today. And again, I'm really sorry for the delay on the cards, but they'll get up as soon as I can. And in the meantime, I'm really, 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 really grateful for all the likes and subscribes and the messages. And it just makes me feel so happy inside. And when I read your comments and or see that you've subscribed to my channel, I feel so grateful. So thank you very much for that. So sending you big hugs, okay, and big kisses. And yeah, so just enjoy the rest of the month. Your individual signs are coming, so wait for that. In the meantime, take good care of yourself, and I will see you the next time you wake up on my timeline.